Hi guys, welcome to my Microfrontend series video number 1. So in this video we'll set up the Microfrontend app with the Nx React Vite, and we will use the single SPA for converting our Nx app into the Microfrontend app. If you want to know the difference between module federation and the single SPA Microfrontend, I have created a separate video on that. You can watch that as well. So now let's create the Nx workspace first. So let's run the command. And yeah, you have to specify the workspace name. It's compulsory. So let's specify the name, my MFE workspace. Let's run the command, and yeah, it's also create a one default app, Nx app. So for that I'm going to use the React, and the framework will be none. Application name, so I'm going to create dashboard app first. So let's name the dashboard, and thereafter will be none. Unit testing will be none for now. Okay, then I'm going to use the tailwind CSS and ESL India, pretty areas, and CSD do it later, and caching. Okay, let's select the caching as well. Okay, so now it will run the installation command and create our Nx workspace and one default app with the name dashboard. Alright, you can see we have the Nx workspace, and it also created the dashboard app by default. And inside the dashboard, you can see we have the white configuration with the React, and later on we are going to change the white configuration as per our single SPA requirement to make this a microfrontend app. Now let's see how our dashboard app it's working. So let's go inside our workspace and run nx serve dashboard. So it will serve the dashboard on the port 4200, and now we will going to create the shell application as well. So the shell application will have the configuration or call of the all other microfrontend app. So first we'll see how our dashboard is working. Okay, so now it's time to install the shell application. So shell application will be our entry point of microfrontend app. It will serve all the microfrontend application. So now let's copy the command and text generate. So it will generate the React app. So later on we will change the configuration to make it the entry point for our single SPA microfrontend app. So now let's install the React app with the white configuration, and choose the other like testing framework none, and the port will be 4205. So it will create the shell application. Okay, so now the command is running, and you can see it's created the shell application, but I think it's created outside the apps folder. So we have to delete this, and I also need to remove it from the packet.json. So let's remove that first of all, and okay, so we also have to remove it from the TS configuration as well. Okay, let's remove it from the TS configuration as well, and now let's run the command, the same command, but now we have to specify it should be created inside our S folder. First of all, let's open the workspace into the integrated terminal, and run the command, and just we have to change app/shell. So it will create the shell application shell folder inside our apps folder. So the configuration will be same, port will be 4205, and yeah, you can see let's run the command. Okay, so you can see it's created the shell application inside our apps folder. Alright, now it's time to make our shell app as a microfrontend entry point. So for that we will install the single SPA. So we will install the single SPA at the root level. So our all the apps, shell, dashboard, and other apps that we have in the future will have the access of single SPA. So okay, package is installed successfully, Now let's go inside the dashboard. We follow the two steps for every micro content. First is changes inside the white config. Second is the creating main single SPA file, which is used to manage the life cycle of a particular micro app. So let's create the main single SPA TSX. You can see we are calling the app inside there, and this life cycle method also there. It's coming for single SPA React. If you have the view and other things, the process will be same. Now let's copy the white configuration. Inside the white configuration, we will change the build output directory, and the rollup also will add there. So let's copy the output directory. It will be outside dist. I mean it's at the root level. It will create the app folder, and where we have the dashboard build. So in the single SP in the microfrontend, overall things are like surrounding at the build level. So what it will do, it will serve the build to this shell application. So okay, let's copy the lib and the rollup as well. Okay, you can see I will also provide the code on the GitHub, so you can copy that from there as well. And yeah, let's format the code and go inside the shell app. The two step has been completed successfully for the dashboard. Now send for the root app, the shell app. So inside the main.txt, we'll paste this layout thing. So for the layout will be called the single SPA apps. So let's install the single SPA layout. You can install at the shell app at the level of shell app as well, or at the root level as well. It's depend on you. Okay, now it's time to go inside the index.html. So here we will do the mapping and the routing of all the application. First, let's copy the template of layout. So here we have the routing of that. Okay, you can see here we have the call of dashboard, and the route will be default. So you can change, you can add the path as well. So path can be /dashboard, anything that you want, and on the default it will serve on the slash. Okay, so now we have to map our dashboard to the index.html. How the mapping will work, I will explain you. First, let's fetch the dashboard mapping, and for that we have to create the configuration file app config URL. You can see it's calling the get app URL. So let's create the config folder. Inside the config folder, we will create app config url.ts. Let's copy the URL file, and you can see it's just a configuration of our dashboard app, and you can see we have the scalable thing there, the dashboard call for local. We can have the production other environment as well. So it's just importing the localhost 4200 src / metro single sp.js. Okay, so what it mean, it will we'll serve our dashboard application using npx server dashboard, and what it will do, it will mount that particular application inside the shell app. So similar we have other applications as well. The second thing, we import this map script, and inside the main app you can see what we have. Inside the white configuration of shell app, we will change the build location, so it will serve on the same app // So our single space setup has been done. Now let's run the both app and see how it's working. So let's run the npx nx server dashboard first, then we'll run the shell app. And one thing you have to keep in your mind, if you want to run the shell app, you have to run all the other microfrontend app as well, because the shell app is nothing just import call of all the microfrontend app. If you so on the index.html that we have written, we are just importing, we are just configuring the other app with the help of single SPA layout. So just call of other application. If you don't call, if you forget to call if any migrated app, the particular portion or particular app will not work. Okay, so now the dashboard is serving on the port 4200. Let's see our setup as well. So it's also there on port 4205. You can change the port at the white configuration. And okay, if you change the port, you also keep that thing in your mind. Let's suppose I have changed the port of dashboard. So okay, so here we have the error first. Let's solve the error. uh, Inside the console. Okay, so error is related to the context, I think. Oh, I forget to wrap the app inside the browser router because we are using single SPL layout. The single SPL layout is just routing the our microfrontend app, so we have to wrap our app inside the browser router. You can also see in the main.tsx file. Okay, you can see the dashboard is there. You can also change the base path. Just write the base name. So if I go into the port, you can see just slash dashboard. Okay, so now dashboard will be there on port and slash on the path dashboard. And one thing I was saying, if you change the port, please specify in the app config inside the config folder. So that's how it's work. And if you want to change the path, you can change as well from there. The base name will be served after the dashboard slash dashboard. So on the dashboard, it will not work. Your base name is also dashboard and dashboard is also there. So you have to call the dashboard slash dashboard, then it will work. That's it for this video. In the next video, we will set up the shared UI that will serve the common component between our dashboard or other microfrontend app. And the GitHub URL also there in the description box if you want to get the code, and the other command also there. So thanks for watching.